Hello everybody, welcome to the OAG RC. I am Craig. Thank you very much for stopping by my channel today and checking out this video comparing the new Tamiya DT04 Next Gen against a Tamiya DT02 Sand Viper. The batteries, well, these two are still charging, but there's two over there that are now fully charged, and we are ready to take them up on the Orchard Raceway. Now, the Orchard's not no jumping it this year, and it's still sort of, I would say, a temporary surface and a different track layout, subtly different track layout for the season ahead. It's going to be the opposite way round to the way it was last year, but we're going to give these guys a run. They are going to be timed, and we'll see which one comes out on top, and we'll have a chat about it afterwards. Right, let's get up on the Orchard and have a look. So, let's see how the DT02 and DT04 compare on a head-to-head. Early doors, the DT02 got itself stuck on a tree, which is sort of par for the course for the Orchard Raceway, and it's done it again on lap 2. So the DT04 easily more consistent to drive. You can just see the way that it turns in around Croatian corners a lot smoother. And I would say it was very clear to me in these early first session laps that the DT04 has got a far better steering setup than that on the DT02. However, that said, the DT02 does feel slightly faster, although I'm not sure I'm seeing it on these lap times. It is, oh, big crash into the tyre wall there. Good job it was protecting the camera. It does seem to be slightly slower overall because of it being less consistent to drive, although we've got our first big mistake there for the DT04, but again hitting that DT02 on the tree, unfortunately. DT04 takes the win on the first set of laps. I did run a second full set of 10, or as near enough as I get a full set of 10. On this one you can see that the DT02 takes an early lead, finding it a little bit smoother to run. Did have a couple of practice laps in the middle just to get my eye on a little bit more with the DT02, because it does feel a little bit quicker, just hard to control. And I don't know whether that's because of the way that the car is set up, subtly different. It does feel like it has more power. The DT04 still feels and still looks a far easier car to drive, and you'll see that in the overall lap time that's posted. It just seems to go around this track that little bit better, although another big mistake again. I am really keen now to see how the long wheelbase fares around the Orchard Raceway. So there you go, the first track session of the season, early spring, and the DT02 was marginally quicker than the DT04. But when it was finished, the car that I ran the pack dry on in the end was the DT04. I just enjoyed the way that got around the track compared to the DT02. I found that this chassis understeers a lot more. Now, given that they're running the same tyres, I find that interesting. It could be because of the servo. Now, this one was working a Savox servo, which, while plenty responsive, doesn't seem to be as good as that one. And I do wonder whether that's because of the steering setup in there, because it's got that bow crank steering setup, or whether it's the servo. But both of them got around the Orchard Raceway pretty quick. This is marginally quicker, 5.97 seconds for the DT02 and 6 on the best lap for the DT04. So there's not a massive amount in it. I would say this one is more easy to drive consistently. This one seemed to be geared better, and I can't remember when I was building it whether I did something different with the differential. I don't think I did. I think I built them pretty much identical with the same amount of grease and everything. I don't know whether this one's slightly better built. It did feel quicker. I thought they were both using the same silver cans, so it is possible that this one had a slightly different silver can in it to this one. I don't know, but it did feel the DT02 was slightly quicker. But this one was definitely, the DT04 was definitely more drivable, I would say. Both excellent around the new Orchard Raceway. The Orchard Raceway is fast without that jump in. I quite like it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think I need to add anything to the Raceway? Do you want to see any jumps? Do you want to see the cars getting airborne again? I quite like it in the way that it's set up, because I will be able to get the rally cars out in it. The back section's very loose up towards Creation Corner. It's really, really, really skiddy, and the back end gets out a lot down there. And no cherry tree turn is, at the minute, not giving any grip whatsoever. And the cars are struggling to get around there fast. However, it is really fun, as always, to get these sorts of cars out. I did have a slight problem with the DT04, and that is when I was shaking down at the end and enjoying the battery pack. You won't be able to see it in there, but the steering, in fact, you can see it here. The steering set has all come loose, and the top, it's unscrewed at the top, so I might have to put a little bit of a Loctite on the top there just to keep that all held together, because I was surprised that came loose as easy as it has done. I don't know how easy that's going to be to service, so that'll be one for after hours on the Patreon channel. I'll take a look at how that all comes together and post up on there. In fact, it's a good reminder, if any of you would like to support the OAG RC, I do now have a Patreon. You can go on there and select a little subscription, a monthly donation to the OAG, and it helps keep all of this content rolling, and also keeping all these cars on the road and running for each season's content. So I'm going to go away now and start working out what I've got to do to the DT04. The DT02 wins out on that test set. The next one I want to do is I want to get up and I want to bring the DT03 down, which is a flipping awesome RC double runner-up winner on the Orchard Raceway. And I want to put that against the DT04 long wheelbase. So I've got to either source another DT04 so I can turn it into a long wheelbase, or I've got to play around with the front end of this one, giving up and disassembling that now to sort servo out. Maybe that's the solution. But I do wonder whether the long wheelbase is going to be any better than this one, which actually goes around the track a lot better than the DT02 does around the Orchard Raceway. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But the Orchard Raceway does seem to be set up pretty fast this season. I'm Craig. Thank you very much for watching the channel today, and I'll see you all soon on the OAG RC. Bye for now.